Yeah. We back in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button. It ain't gonna hurt your feelings. It ain't gonna cost you. It ain't gonna do none of that. Subscribe to the channel, man, because we gotta talk about this Dolph case coming up tomorrow, meeting Govan. Govan actually start his trial tomorrow, so we gotta talk about this. And a lot of people got questions for Govan. A lot of people want to know what the hell he's gonna say in that court. What's his plea? He know he didn't take a plea deal. He want to take it all away and think he's gonna beat the case and try to blame it on the dead, I guess, allegedly, meaning Big Jook. But that's gonna lead to CMG. It's gonna be connection to CMG. Now, maybe the state might not pick it up, but the feds might come after that if you try to blame it on Big Jook because that's all connected to CMG. That's his brother. All that. List goes on. What we talking about? They built that shit together. Jook and Yo Gotti. So you try to blame it on the dad and try to make it seem like he the only one that had a allegedly had a bag on Dolph head and other members and think that his brother ain't had nothing to do with it and they didn't know about it. Man, y'all must be a fool, allegedly. He had, come on now. We all know Mr. Potato Head over there knew absolutely what the hell was going on. And he knew what was going on, and he knew that shit was gonna happen to Dolph. So we're not gonna sit here and play these little fake games and all this and act like yo God it ain't don't got a clue and he was just upstairs chilling and shit. We're not doing that. Meeting upstairs, climb them ladders, go through them doors and all that. Nah, we're not doing that. He knew exactly what the hell was going on. We're gonna talk about this because this Mr. Govan, the alleged mastermind over here, he go to court tomorrow and it's a lot gonna go on. And we're gonna talk about this, man. And we're gonna go over Cornelius Smith taking a stand actually, and saying that Govan was the first one to snitch off this case. Let me refresh your mind. Remember Cornelius Smith that took the stand and rattled on the whole situation. Remember, he said Govan was the first one to start talking, according to Cornelius Smith. That's the reason why he started talking, he said. This is nasty work, man. We're gonna talk about all this. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Rest in peace to my boy Dolph, man. Let's get this show started, man. Light one up. Y'all already know the vibes. Yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Hit that thumbs up, notification on so you know when I'm dropping my video, obviously. Subscribe to the channel, man. I don't know what you're waiting on, ladies and gentlemen. Be honest. Smash the like button, man. Everything else, y'all already know the vibes. Try to get your membership. Team Smoke Gang. Appreciate y'all. Try to get yours also, man. Because we definitely gonna go live in the future and it's definitely coming. So try to grab that membership. Don't try to get down with the team, man. But y'all down with the team anyway, because y'all subscribe to the channel. So that's a good thing. But anyway, let's get this copyright out the way. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here, absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel, on this channel. Everything that I speak on over here is absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and videos I play also owned by the original creators. So if y'all don't know what's going on, this is what's going on, man. The alleged mastermind go to court tomorrow. Now we're gonna get to the news clip. They dropped something on yesterday, Saturday, whatever, know what I mean? Because the court, the date is coming up obviously on Monday. It's about to get nasty out here. That's the 18th tomorrow. And we're gonna see what Govan gonna talk about. We're gonna see if Govan gonna actually bust one of these moves and try to blame everything on his best friend over here, his homeboy Big Joe. But see, I think that's gonna be a nasty move to do, to be honest, because it's going to lead to other open doors and other people that was allegedly, and everything I speak on this video is alleged, it's going to lead to other people allegedly be involved in this Dolph situation that happened several years ago. Man, I don't think Govan want that to happen. But see, a lot of strange things was going on. He put a lot of motions in. They want to seal this document from the public during the trial and all this. And it's a lot of little effing going on over here. So a lot of people in the public are wondering, oh, what he's gonna say over here. Is he gonna snitch on the CMG camp? Is he gonna bring the whole empire down? Like, what's going on here? Because a lot of people gotta understand, just because you talk right now and they don't go get Mr. Potato Head over there, Yo Gotti, a couple months later, oh, they'll come like 9 months to 10 months to a year later and then come get you, meaning the feds. Because, like I'm gonna repeat myself, every time PRE and CMG got into it, meaning Dolph and Yo Gotti, who was in the news more? Who tried to take Dolph like three times? Remember, how many people in the comments said, nah, you know, they tried to take him twice down North Carolina. I might have forgot about that the second time, whatever. It was twice in North Carolina and once out there in LA. And all them shits was connected to CMG, and all three of them was straight on the news. Public news. I mean, all over. Yeah, Black Youngster and two others. Shootout happened. 100 shots. North Carolina. All that shit. The other dude in LA. Yeah. Yo Gotti affiliated. Shootout. Shot yo young Dolph in the arm. That's in LA. All this shit got CMG written all over it. Now, I don't care if they don't come get him. That ain't my problem. I'm just a blogging over here talking about what the hell we've been seeing with our own eyes for the last several years. Now, let that been PRE with 3 shootouts and trying to take Yo Gotti out. You don't think they would have been grabbed Key Glock and all them niggas? Moochie Great, Snoopy Bads? Come on, you don't think they would have grabbed all them niggas? Paper Route Wooten? I mean, what we talking about here? They would have grabbed all them niggas, nigga. Come on. So why they not doing with CMG? You know why? Because he got that machine behind him, meaning Yo Gotti. Who he's in connection with? Rock Nation. What's the the news and all that about Rock Nation for the last several years? Nicki Minaj and everybody else calling them allegedly, and everything I speak on is alleged, calling Rock Nation the federales and all this, that type of. We've been hearing about that by Rock Nation for the last several years already. So, Mr. Potato Head over there, Yo Gotti, he's connected with them over there, obviously. Nothing wrong with looking up your idol, Jay-Z, and all this, that, and the third, nigga. But when you playing with fire, nigga, sometimes that fire gonna slow down and it's gonna cool down. It's gonna backfire and come back on you after a while. You might got away several times. Kind of strange how him and Angela Simmons all of a sudden separated right before this trial. It's kind of strange as him and Black Youngster all of a sudden. Black Youngster ain't down with CMG. People saying, yo, he was never down with. Nigga, it don't even matter if he wasn't down, nigga. He's still CMG. What's wrong with people? Okay, he got a little side deal with somebody else, but that's still Yo Gotti artist. Remember with the King Von situation when I had to break it down, and I said, "Oh, who owned King Von royalties and get some of his shares?" And he's not even signing Little Dirk. Little Dirk was getting that. I done proved that with the King Von videos. Go check that out. Oh, let me pedal back a little bit and put it in subtitles. Yeah, Little Dirk owned King Von royalties and several shares. I wonder what the shares was. We don't even know that. But according to a 100K track, King Von manager, he said that out his own mouth. And I played that clip. So what make you think Yo Gotti ain't doing the same goddamn thing with Black Youngster? What we talking about here? Just because Black Youngster ain't side with CMG, they mean he ain't down with them niggas. All of a sudden, he's separated. Like, everything is happening before the Govan trial. Peep this out now. Separation with Angela Simmons. Yeah, I need time. He's gonna move on with 2 different people. This is what Angela said. She go to Hot 97 105.1 to explain her separation with Yo Gotti. Let me explain that to y'all. That's gotta be the most craziest shit I've seen, that you went on a tour. On a tour. She went on 104, 105.1, Hot 97, and a couple other radio shows to explain her separation with Yo Gotti. And I'm lying. I sit back and wait on that. We don't see this with our own goddamn eyes. What the hell you got to explain your separation with that man for? That's your public life. You know why? Because some shit coming down to CMG later on. That's why she had to separate herself. And her father, Mr. Reverend, run over there saying that get your ass away from that, because that's a bad image on your career. That part. Come on. Y'all don't see what's going on here? Now, Yo Gotti got a chance to beat the goddamn case probably if they do come with a RICO, allegedly. You know what I mean? Possibility could beat it. But y'all don't see what's going on here? Let's continue, man. Let's get this shit started, because tomorrow's going to be a whole new ball game with this young Dolph situation. It's a lot of shit that's going to come out, allegedly and hopefully, that we don't even know about. Let's get this shit started. Let's get to the news clip, man. We'll go Govan starting to head to trial on Monday. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video, man. Like one up for my boy Dolph. Y'all already know the vibes.
This morning, the trial for Hernandez Govan is scheduled to begin Monday. He is what prosecutors say the alleged mastermind behind the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Govan's trial wraps up a case, which began back in November 2021 when bullets riddled Makita's cookies on airways while Young Dolph was inside, killing him. Action News 5's Amani Williams will be covering the trial, and she brings us the very latest details.
Hernandez Govan's alleged role in the plan to kill Memphis rapper Young Dolph was shared by Cornelius Smith, one of the men who says he shot and killed Dolph alongside Justin Johnson. Johnson was convicted of murder and is currently serving a life sentence. During Johnson's trial, Smith testified that Govan told him about a $100,000 hit on Young Dolph put out by Anthony Big Jook Mims, the now deceased brother of Memphis rapper Yo Gotti. Prosecutors say Govan recruited Smith and Johnson and told them to carry out the hit. Smith said Govan was supposed to give both him and Johnson $50,000 for killing Young Dolph.
Now, you want to blame it on the dead Big Jook, and CMG name is all written on the goddamn news with this dude, Mr. Yo Gotti, or Mr. Potato Head Yo Gotti over there. We're going to see what the aftermath going to be. They keep saying, Yo Gotti CMG, Yo Gotti CMG, man. The federale's sitting back like, oh, look, we got to check into this shit. These niggas knew that these niggas was going on a turkey drive that weekend. We're going to get to the part that when Cornelius Smith took the stand and he explained what the hell was going on that day. Yeah, we was on the way to Westwood. I'm not even from Memphis. I went and looked. I said, let me see what the hell Westwood. Let me see what that section at over there. Man, you know that shit only about like 10, 15, probably the most 20 minutes, depending how you drive from where he said we was on the way to Westwood. From Makita's Cookies on the Airway Drive. Now, Memphis, tap in, comment on the section, let me know if I'm wrong or not. Probably about 15 minutes, whatever. I had to go look that shit myself because I'm a blogger. I looked, I said, let me see what this man talking about. Yo, we was on the way to Westwood. We already knew what was going on. And this, we're going to get to all this right now. I said, let me go check Westwood out. Man, Westwood right here. Makita Cookies on the other side over there, man. That part. What are we talking about here? How the hell y'all knew them niggas was going to Westwood? Y'all knew about the turkey drive and all that. But how the hell y'all bump heads with that man going to Makita Cookies? But y'all was on your way to Westwood instead. Y'all was on your way to Westwood first, according to Cornelius Smith, but y'all end up being the Makita Cookies. Now, remember when Brick Wolf said, yeah, you know, Dolph was going over there to make a deposit, this and that and the third. Well, we're going to get to that too, so we can refresh everybody's mind the day before this goddamn trial starts tomorrow. It's a lot of shit going on with this trial, and I don't care what nobody said. People throwing fake narratives in the air, people doing this, all types of foolery was going on when they first started. Just like Brick Wolf said, yeah, the first day that they said he was going in to buy cookies. Man, that's a whole lie. He was going in to make a deposit like I've been telling people. Like I've been telling people. A deposit. And probably some other shit that Brick Wolf probably don't know about. Come on, man. Let's get to Cornelius Smith taking a stand, explaining the day he was going, him and Justin, you know, straight drop, the one that got sentenced already, on their way to Westwood. But somehow, some way, they end up over there by Makita's goddamn Cookies. How the hell they knew Dolph was going there, though? Y'all think I'm lying? I'm gonna refresh your mind. Smash that like button, hit that share button, notification, subscribe to the channel, and like one up for my boy Dolph, man. Let's get to Cornelius Smith taking a stand and explaining what happened that day on his way to Westwood.
2021.
We knew that, you know, they had a hit on Dolph and them head or whatever, so
Who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jook had a hit on Dolph head or whatnot, so
How do you know that Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head?
Cause Quit had told me about it, Quit, and you know what I'm saying, being just
How much?
Now, for the people that's not from Memphis and they don't know who Quit is the guy that's going to trial tomorrow. That's Govan. For the people that's not in tune with this Dolph case, because a lot of people I got that do follow this and they know who Quit is, they know, and a lot of people don't. Quit is the dude that's going to trial tomorrow, meeting Govan, the alleged mastermind. That's what Cornelius Smith is explaining here. Let's continue.
in 2021?
Uh, we knew that, you know, they had a hit on Dolph and them head or whatever, so
Who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jug had a hit on Dolph head or whatnot, so
How do you know that Big Jug had a hit on Dolph's head?
Cause Quit had told me about it, Quit, and, you know what I'm saying, being just
How much money was it supposed to be?
100,000 on Dolph head.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Were y'all going to do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, but yeah.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting the money or anything?
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quit 10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him were going to give Govan 10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much were you going to get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Okay. Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we had been talking about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah, we.
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
He had pulled up to get me. He came and got me or whatever.
Where'd he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
Out of Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like
He
this?
had called me the first time I missed the call. Then he called me back, I answered. He was telling me basically they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
They already knew what was going on. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, the part when he said they were set, we're going to continue. The part when he said that, yeah, you know, we set this up for weeks, that's where he know. So let me put that in the air for y'all. That's where he know. Now, remember, Cornelius Smith supposed to be this little crash out dummy, I mean, pop pills, allegedly. You know, he was a little junk, whatever. I mean, you know, he had a little addiction. Let's put it that way. So he was trying to make $1 by any means necessary. So when he heard that amount, he said, man, I need that right there. And Quit, a.k.a. Govan, know him. He don't know straight drop, meaning Cornelius Smith, the one that took the stand. Why you think he don't really care? But according to him, he said, man, I started talking because Quit started talking. Now, he trying to say Govan was the first one to start talking when the shit first popped off, when they first grabbed him. Now, remember, they grabbed Govan several months later, almost a year later type shit. The thing I just don't understand about this, right? According to Cornelius Smith, he's saying that, yeah, we stand up for weeks. Let's X that out. We've been heard a narrative that this shit was planned like damn near months. According to the old narrative and the old shit that we've been hearing about when it first happened with this Dolph case, that everybody that been doing this shit, all the bloggers, shot to everybody, every platform that been doing the Dolph. We've been hearing about this shit was planned for months, not weeks. So let's not be confused on that. He might think it was for weeks because he's just going to get the money and he's ready to crash out for this shit. He don't really know the end of the real story in the back end. Straight drop do, but not Cornelius Smith. So the planning for weeks, X that out. They planned that shit for months to try to get Dolph out of here. That was the first narrative, the first story, and everybody know that shit was true because the first story was the shit was planned in Miami. And I'm lying, gang? Everybody know. They know I ain't lying. Let's continue, though, with this situation right here, man, with Cornelius Smith taking a stand. Now, he going to speak on, yeah, we was on our way to Westwood and this and that.
When you say you already knew what was going on, you already knew what this is about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing the turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked about this particular day?
Now, see, before I see, this the part. Now, if y'all was on your way to Westwood over here on this side, how the hell y'all end up going to go catch him at Makita's Cookies? Memphis, tap in, man. Team Smoke Gang, anybody from man, tap in. Westwood, if I ain't mistaken, Westwood is over here. Makita's on this side, niggas on the other side. According to what I seen with my own eyes. I might be wrong, people tap in, but it's two different locations, man. How the hell y'all end up all the way over there in Makita's? You know how? Y'all want to know how? Because allegedly, like I've been saying in this goddamn situation, them niggas in the back end been setting this shit up. Somebody been planning this shit. Somebody knew he was going to that damn cookie before he before he was even going to go do what he was going to go do after that, meeting young Dolph. Who knew he was going there? Remember, Dolph was on the phone making a phone call. The phone call hit him back. Who was like, what's going on here? How they know he was at the cookie spot? Why Marquise ain't hop out the damn car with the Draco walking in there? Why he felt so comfortable that he had to leave the Draco in the car? Somebody knew Dolph was headed to Makita's Cookies, man. That's why they bust a whole U-turn, nigga, and they was heading to Makita Cookies. And according to Cornelius Smith, they seen Dolph car ride past. Because they was at the red light on Airway Drive, whatever, where Makita Cookies at. Shout out to Memphis. Am I lying here? That's what Cornelius Smith said. Let's continue, man. Let's continue, y'all.
When you say you already knew what was going on, you already knew that this is about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing the turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked about this particular day before?
Like, nah, not the specific day. Like, we just knew that it was turkey drive going every day that week.
Okay. You knew that, is it fair to say you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we didn't know we were going to catch him, but we knew he did his artists. You know, everybody had a hit on the hit. Everybody had a price on the hits.
From Jook?
Yeah, from Jook.
And that was going to be y'all's business this week?
Yeah, that was our evening.
When he arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
White Mercedes Benz.
Okay, had you seen that car before?
Nah, I ain't never saw that car.
Did you get in the car with him?
Yeah, I got him.
What, is there anybody else in the car?
Nah, it was just me and Justin.
Were there any guns in the car?
Yeah, they was on the back seat in the bag.
Do you remember what kind of guns there were?
A Draco, handgun.
Okay. And Draco, Memphis, some type of bigger semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
And then a handgun? Do you remember what you were wearing that?
Now, according to him, he said that they was going to Westwood. And if I ain't mistaken, like I just told y'all in the beginning of this clip, Westwood's the opposite side. That whole day, they was looking for niggas that whole day. That was the whole plan. My thing is how they know he was going to Makita Cookies, though. Who gave him the drop that he was going in? That's the whole thing. And some people questioning, oh, nah, they would have got it on the phone towers or something. Y'all ever heard of burnout phones? Y'all ever heard of burnout phones before? A quick little text, he on his way to Makita, throw that shit away, whatever. Y'all ever heard of that shit like that? There's other ways to contact niggas without the law enforcement finding out who the hell is connected involved in this. And let's get to this part right here. This part right here. Let's not forget, allegedly, there's some people that's corrupted in the law enforcement. Yo, God, he got a family member that's down with the law enforcement. Like, Dolph was doing so much in Memphis that we don't know what angles this shit was involved in, what players that was involved in. The nigga was buying damn near half of Memphis too, man. Young Dolph, according to people around Young Dolph. Buying a lot of land, buying a lot of shit. And let me tell you something, when you start doing shit like that, that's a competition. That's a whole nother game. Y'all remember The Wire, the show The Wire for the older people like me? Remember that show The Wire? Remember when old boy was trying to buy property all over the place, and Avon telling him like, yo, man, leave that politician world alone. That shit get nasty. Sometimes them niggas worse than the goddamn streets. Remember on Stringer Bell was trying to get in the politician world. Yo, let me tell you something. When you mix that shit and you mix in the hip hop and you buying properties, when you doing all that, you in that world. So what you do is you can make phone calls easy, like a Yo Gotti, because Yo Gotti got them type of connections, like a Big Jook. Big Jook knew the goddamn cookie shop people. Oh, we gonna get to that clip also. Remember the cookie girl? Yeah, we don't know them and this and that. And no, nah, Big Jook know your goddamn sister. So how you don't know Big Jook? You see, the thing that they try to throw us off with Yeah, I didn't know CMG. I didn't know the artists. Of course, you didn't know the CMG artists that's down with them, but you knew the CMG street niggas, the big jooks, the Govans, the people that's around them. There's two different cliques. You got the CMG artists, and then you got the CMG street niggas. So Miss Cookie Girl over here, don't act like you didn't know the CMG street niggas like a Big Jook, because Big Jook was it's very known that Big Jook used to be around the city just as well as Young Dolph. Am I lying, Memphis? Oh, let me pedal back. It's just as well known that Big Jook used to be in the city, just like how Young Dolph used to be in the city also. So how you don't know Big Jook? But Big Jook know your sister, Miss Cookie Girl. How they know he was going to that goddamn cookie shop if they was on their way to Westwood first? Obviously, that tell us Cornelius Smith and them was gonna go there first to go plot. They go stay over there. But how they end up on the other side of Makita's on Airway Drive? Who gave him that drop? Who gave him that location that big that young Dolph was going in? Now, according to Cornelius Smith, man, this shit just give me because it's so many twists and turns with this goddamn story and this situation. It's crazy, man. According to Cornelius Smith, he started talking because Govan started talking first. Let's get to this clip right here also. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
Before I talk to them folks and stuff like that, like, before I talk to them, that's what I'm telling my sister them, like, man, I ain't never did no police ass shit, but, you know what I'm saying? Quit already told them everything. They already knew everything, so I might as well, you know, tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? Tell my role, tell his role, you know what I'm saying? So, be honest. Right before.
Now, if Cornelius Smith telling the truth and he said quit, aka Govan, the alleged mastermind that's going to trial tomorrow, he's saying that, yo, he already told everything. So when I'm at that, I'm going to tell too then. Now, if this shit true, we don't know. You know why? Because his documents are sealed. Bingo. So when people were saying Cornelius Smith up there lying, ah, man, you the one that ratted first, you this and that. Cornelius Smith said, I don't be on no police shit. Clearly, this is what he said. But nigga, he said, man, Quit already started talking. They already knew everything because Quit started talking first. Why you think Govan trying to get his documents sealed and all that? I sit back, I wait. Because Cornelius Smith is telling the truth. Govan started talking when they grabbed him. So he's like, you know what? I don't know what else Govan talking about as far as the back end people, who else is probably involved besides Big Jook. But I'm going to tell y'all what I know and what happened that day, according to Cornelius Smith, and that's what he explained to us. Remember, he's saying that he think, according to him, it was planned for several weeks. No, nigga. That's what you know. Because like I said, Cornelius Smith is the outsider that came in late in the circle to plan this whole shit to get Dolph up out of here. Everybody else was down with the plan several months. Quick, Govan had to go find he had to go find a crash dummy, meeting Cornelius Smith. So he only believing what Govan is telling them. Govan like, yeah, you know, they planned this for a couple weeks, last 3 weeks, and this and that. And man, this shit been planned for months. Let's cut the shenanigans out here, man. But let's continue, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Now the reason why I'm gonna bring this clip back up right here, because like I said, we're going back down memory lane a little bit. They was on their way to Westwood, but they ended up on Airway Drive, whatever, where Makita's at. My question is how they know he was going there, number one, and Brickworth. I'm gonna get to Brickworth clip that I'm gonna play when he's saying he was going there to make a deposit. Not to go grab no goddamn cookie at 11 in the morning, this and that. He might have grabbed it to burn some time. Whoever whoever he was gonna meet obviously wasn't there. So all right, let me order some cookies, burn some time. And then number three is why Marcus leave the Draco in the car? Why so comfortable? I guess it's supposed to be an in and out process. Man, listen, there's so many twists and turns with this. is just crazy. Y'all was on your way over here, but y'all end up over here meeting young Dolph at at Makita's. And he didn't even explain it, why he took the stand, how the hell they end up seeing Dolph on Airway Drive. He said, we was at the red light. That's all he told us. And he see the camouflage car fly by. No, nigga. Somebody told y'all he was on his way there. That part. Allegedly. Let's continue though, man. Let's get the brick wolf when he's saying that young Dolph was going there to make a deposit, not getting cookies early in the morning.
This is how much of a big heart Dolph had. A lot of people, all right, social media thought, if I ask you right now what was Dolph doing when the incident happened, I'm pretty sure 90% of the people in the room are gonna say he was buying cookies for his grandma. Right. Is that accurate or am I wrong?
That's what I would say. That's what we heard. That's what I would say right now.
Well, everybody's wrong. Yeah, everybody's wrong.
What we wrong?
He was at Makita's leaving a deposit to rent out the parking lot for the turkey drive to get back to the community, because that day we were doing the turkey drive because Jay Fizzle did his the day before, Snoop and Woo did theirs the day before, so Dolph was gonna do his that Thursday, right? So he pulled off for like 5 minutes and he never does that. What do you really think he was going in there to buy some cookies? Like, come on, like, grandma's every day. He loved grandma, I love grandma too, like, that's just what it is. But he wasn't there for that. So whoever started that, like, saying stuff like that, like, oh, he was probably there. And the reason why I think they got that and thought that is because there was like a video of him like a year or two ago where he was at Makita's and he was like, man, bro, these the best cookies and my grandma. So instantly in their mind, they thought, oh, he was there buying, cookies for his grandma. He might have been picking them up, but that wasn't what he was there for. He was there, they didn't want the money, but the type of person he wasn't gonna come over there and just like roach a freeload off of it, you feel me? He pulled up on some like, I'll be right back. I'm finna go over there and chunk them this money, bro. So when they pull up with the box truck with the turkeys, we already set up and we don't interrupt their business because it's a busy holiday season. It's Thanksgiving. Everybody want their pies, everybody want their cookies, right? So he paid them off for the day and the incident happened. You feel me? Man, it's crazy. So that's even worse. Like
He left for a quick 5 minutes. Marcus, for some strange reason, they bring the goddamn Draco with him inside the store. I don't know why. That's one of the things that I'm upset about also, because we see Marcus clearly in the video when he ran to the car, grabbed the Draco, start letting off at the white Benz when them niggas spent off after they unalive young Dolph. But why you ain't bring that goddamn Draco with you when you came in the store, man? Like, I keep explaining myself, yo. Somebody made that phone call and knew that Dolph was going there to make that deposit to whoever he was giving that money to, because the narrative was in the beginning, he was going to do a turkey drive there and shoot a video. Memphis, am I lying? I sit back and wait. When y'all gotta understand, when a case be so old and the several years go by, 12 months out of the year, y'all niggas been partying, all this. Y'all people forget what the hell happened. People forget the words that people use. People forget the narratives and all that. He was going there to do a turkey drive and shoot a video. That was the first narrative. So when Brick Wolf first came out with this, everybody's like, nah, that shit is real. He backtracked and went on Twitter right after that and tried to spin it around the block like, nah, that was just something I heard. I don't know. No, nigga, that's because the camp told you was saying a little bit too much. Meaning PRE camp at that time. But my man not going to be on that goddamn interview and say that shit for no reason. He went there to drop a deposit to who? We don't know. Maybe it might have been Maurice, the father, whatever, the stepfather to Cookie Girl and all that. Man, we don't. It obviously had to be for him. Her narrative was, oh yeah, we don't own the parking lot. Who cares? The landlord ain't got to know that y'all renting that parking lot for a turkey drive that day. How many businesses do little events in the back of the park? They don't own the parking lot, but they do it without the landlord knowing. As long as ain't no violence or nothing going on, everything is good. My boy went there for a deposit, but who dropped that location and knew he was going there, man? Now let's get to Finesse 2-time brother. He speaks on why the hell Marcus didn't go in there with that Draco, man. Niggas was too comfortable, man. I think it's supposed to be a 1, 2, 3 process, and they supposed to get up out of there. That's why I think. That's why I think Marcus Paul was like, we're gonna leave it here. It's supposed to be a 1, 2, 3. Whoever Dolph was meeting there to drop that deposit, allegedly, they already supposed to have been there. That part. I think Dolph supposed to not haven't even got out the car. I think Dolph was just pulled up, was gonna call them. They probably was gonna come to the car, and he was gonna drop the deposit and give it to them just like that. But instead, that person wasn't there. Dolph walks in, burns some time, orders some cookies until that person come. Let's cut the shenanigans out, man. Let's continue. Let's get the finesse two-time brother though speaking about this. No love. That's his name.
Like where Dolph went wrong at, you know, Dolph type of nigga, this my city. He for love me, man. I donated so much money and showed so much love. I ain't thinking about that. But if you seen his partner jump out, I had to grab the stick late. So there's one mistake is that your security was lacking. I ain't finna never let no nigga get out the car and his feet touch the ground and I ain't out there. It could have been prevented. I'd have slowed them niggas was running and this could have been prevented, bro. But this is where we make mistakes at. We have all this money, need nice cars. We can go out here in the suburbs, don't nobody see you. Everybody having this jewelry, need cars and shit. Everybody having it. So you want to go to Memphis where them young niggas like idolize this shit. Niggas see you coming through in that camouflage motherfucker. They go Dolph. You hear me? And I believe he showed so much love, he would sleep to it. But them niggas they done that shit, bro. Like, bro, this man going to go get him a cookie, bro. Now I can see if we done had a whole get down in the middle of the street and I got hit and I was trying to hit y'all, but that man was going to get him a cookie, bro. You know what I'm saying? They did that. So, you know what I'm saying, man? R.I.P. Dolph, man, you know.
R.I.P. Dolph, man. The man was going there to drop a deposit off and burn some time and order some goddamn cookies. And we're not going to sit and act like, oh, yeah, according to the Miss Cookie girl over there, yeah, you know, I don't know Big Jook and this and that. And nah, you know Big Jook. Your sister know Big Jook. How the hell they know he was going there, man? Why you was the first person to go to the news reporter to give a BS narrative? And you wasn't even there to explain a crime scene that happened at your establishment and you wasn't even there. That's the shit. That's the twist and turn with this whole shit. That man wasn't going there to get no cookies, man. First of all, man, Marcus is too comfortable to leave that damn Draco in the car. We need to hear from his brother. We haven't heard from his brother since, man. Shout out to his brother, man. Whatever, man. But what was the reason why you left that Draco in the car, champ? Number one, was it supposed to be a 1, 2, 3 process? Number two, was y'all even supposed to stay in the car? Because we all know the camouflage was BP. It was bulletproof. That car that Dolph was in was bulletproof. All his vehicles are BP. We all know that. That's not a secret. I think Dolph supposed to go there, call the person, come outside, handle the money, and spin right off, man. That person wasn't there, so he hopped out. They got too comfortable. Whoever Dolph was waiting on probably was like, yo, I'll be there in about 1 or 2 minutes. Marcus probably like, yo, we're going to leave it in the car, bro. That was the mistake they made, man. You're supposed to bring that Draco right in you, because that's the money. That's your brother. That's the boss. That's the head honcho right there. Once, just like No Love Finesse two-time brother said, once his feet hopped out that car, he supposed to hop out with that Draco. But we all know that they know Big Jook, that establishment. But they want to spin it around, act like they didn't know Big Jook. Let's get to a little memory lane video. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Like one up for my boy Dolph. Y'all already know.
Okay. Nothing. My sister was a radio personality.
Yeah,
okay, I think it's Power 99 was what she was on. By the way, that was also a year ago. So let everybody get your facts straight.
That was 2020. You said that was 2020.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
But anybody from your family know anybody over at CMG or anybody has ties to Yo Gotti?
No.
Well, all that seemed to be a lie because this was after Dolph was killed. 4/20 of 2022 is when they threw this festival, right? Juke Smoke Shop. And he opened up in 2021. So that leads me to believe that they were already doing business with Juke when he opened back in 2021 of July. And I can understand if the sister didn't know that, but it's hard to believe that Raven didn't know that her sister Tamika was doing a promotion with the steel smoking shop that was owned by Big Juke of CMG. Or she could have known that already, it just didn't want to admit it because it sounds bad, it looks bad. Once people actually find out that they were entangled with CMG in some type of way. And here's the proof. So Tamika sitting down with one of the steel smoking workers, she has the shirt on, right? One of the representatives. And they're doing business. They're doing a promo, right? Tamika Hurd owns Butterific Cookies, and she's the daughter of the owners of Makita's Cookies. So that's how the connection was made to Big Juke and CMG. Raven stated that her sister worked for the radio station for a while, and it was indeed her job to interview PRE or CMG artists. And that's understandable, but I'm struggling to understand how did the cookie shop family go from not knowing nobody over at CMG, like Raven said, right, to doing a promo with the smoke shop that was owned by Big Juke, Yo Gotti's brother. And it's documented that
Niaz, do I gotta continue with this CMG shit? Is all written all on this? Oh, let's get to this part right here. When Gotti, Gotti explained it, asked him, yeah, what happened in LA? I ain't got no beef with Young Dolph and this and that. But the nigga that popped Young Dolph in the arm is connected to you, affiliated with you, CMG. I'm telling y'all, if Govan make the mistake and try to blame it on Juke, this shit all gonna lead to a RICO federality case probably down on CMG with Gotti, I guarantee y'all. Let's get to Yo Gotti though when he actually talked about this. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with Young Dolph, this and that. When Charlamagne the God asked him about that LA situation. Peep this out. I'm gonna refresh your mind about this whole shit, because like I said, it's a lot of twists and turns with this. It's a lot of back end people involved in this. Allegedly. This shit ain't over, man. I'm telling y'all.
And TMZ reports you're on the LAPD's radar in connection to the Young Dolph shooting.
Me and Home never had one argument. You know what I'm saying? Ever in life. We never touched each other. Ever in life. We never exchanged no money ever in life. You know what I'm saying? The facts is just, I'm the biggest rapper from Memphis. I actually was helping them. I really just wanted to sign them, you know what I mean? Giving them advice, letting them come out on my shows. You know what I'm saying? Like telling them how the game goes, letting my people work with them. You know what I mean? Like to advise them on how to build this company up and all that stuff. It was cool.
Giving them a rights, huh? But Dolph looked at it as totally different. Listen what Dolph had to say when he was up there also. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
I'm just tell y'all the truth, man.
Why do they keep trying to make it a rap beef between you and Gotti, though?
If it's something about you I just don't respect, bro, I can't sit and fake and act like it's all good.
That's understandable.
Know what I'm saying? Right. Like the first time I even met little dude, go in the studio. First time. He sent everybody out the studio. Like, let me holler at dog. Like, man, you got your own everything, bro. You popping. You like, bro, you got the money, you got your team, you got this, you got that. You like, bro, I'm telling you, we can do this, we can do that. You ain't like Zilla. I ain't gotta hold your hand like Zilla. You ain't like Starlito. I ain't gotta hold your hand like Starlito. I ain't gotta babysit you like them. It's my first time meeting you. You gonna really sit and downplay your artists and throw your artists up on the bus to try to persuade me in to come over there? So it's like a red alert the first time I met him.
You feel like
I can't
you're gonna say
respect that.
about me?
No, it's just I can't respect that.
Why do they keep trying to?
That boy too real, man. Rest in peace to Dolph. That boy too real. And remember, Gotti said we never rubbed shoulders, we never, nigga, y'all was in the studio together, and y'all performed before. Telling y'all, all this shit gonna lead to him. But when this shit happened, what was the first narrative we got when it first happened? For somebody that wasn't there, ran to the news reporter, yeah, this and that and the third. She started talking. For what strange reason, we don't know. But according to your sister and all that, y'all know Big Juke. May him rest in peace. Y'all knew Big Juke. Them boys was going to an opposite side, but they knew that big Dolph. They knew that young Dolph was actually going to the cookie shop. How? I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that. But let's go back to the first narrative that got spent around and all this when she went to the news report and all this. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
A phone call from my dad. He was in the store. He's one of the owners. And he just told us that somebody was shot. We didn't know who it was at first. You know, we was just like, okay, I thought it was, you know, one of the employees. So we was kind of distraught at the time. But, you know, we heard my cousin in the background, you know, he was just basically like, man, he gone. Somebody shot him. He gone. And I'm like, who gone? You know, we just trying to figure out what was going on. And then you can hear my dad, you know, he was just like, stay with me, Dolph. Just stay with me, brother. You know, he kept saying it. So that's when we was like, okay, it was Dolph. So it was kind of, it was real fast. He said it was my dad was just like it was real fast. It was a real quick situation. So we real hurt by it. He was a real, you know, good dude. He came to the store all the time. You know, when he was in Memphis, McHughes was one.
Everybody know I love that last part right there. Pause when she came and pronounced her own goddamn establishment. Yeah, every time he come to Memphis, you know, he don't stop by he stop by McHughes. You know why you pronounce your own establishment wrong? Because you ain't had no goddamn reason to talk to that news reporter trying to spin a whole narrative and giving them a story that you wasn't even in the store. Oh yeah, my cousin told me. Come on, man. Let's cut the shenanigans out. Let's cut it out.
Store all the time, you know. When he was in Memphis, McHughes was one of his stops, you know. So it's really tearing us down a little bit. We pray for the family, you know. It's a senseless tragedy. We just really want them to know that we back them 100%, and we just really want, you know, we really just wish this would just stop. This is just too much for us, you know. So it's affecting our family now, because we do consider Dolph, you know, anytime you walk into there, you know, walk into Makeda's, you consider family. When Dolph came here, he was considered family. He called my mom every time she came in, you know. I mean, it's just, it's hurting us a little bit. So we just.
Were you, so your dad, you were on the phone with your dad when it happened?
I was on, it wasn't when it happened, it was right after. He called us like directly after, you know, the shots were fired and Dolph was hit.
And you can hear him saying, Dolph, stay with me.
Yeah, we heard him say that, and he was just, man, it's a lot.
Everyone's talking about how much he loved Makeda.
He did a lot. He was I got a video with him. He was telling us, you know what I'm saying, every time I come here, I can't leave without getting some chocolate chip and like fresh out the oven. This it. So chocolate chip and ice cream was his favorite. So yeah, wow. We gon'.
Was it inside of your store or right outside?
Well, from what I was hearing, it was inside the store. It was.
The reason why I play that clip, yo, I don't want to get her twisted with it and think I'm one of them bloggers like, hey, you got something to do with it, allegedly. Nah, listen, I don't. What I'm trying to explain here is way more to the story, number one. Number two, you didn't have no reason to talk to the news reporter. And then after that, you went on a little clout chase on the platform on YouTube and several others doing interviews, and you wasn't even there. That's what made this shit so strange and so weird about it. Then you and your father wasn't there. Y'all just got there and all this, that, and the third. It's like, I don't know. This shit is confusing to me. How the hell your father did all that shit when he first got there? He said, yo, I didn't even know that was done in the car. And then the camouflage cars right in the parking lot, but you don't know that's Dolph in your establishment. It's like, yo, I just don't understand, man. For somebody that wasn't there and give out a story. Now, how about she never would have gave this narrative? Was something, another narrative would have been a little different? Well, we got a different story? Y'all ever thought about that? Because once we got this shit ran with it for all the way to the arrest of them niggas, all the way to the trial. But how the hell they knew he was going there?
The person that seen those two shooters coming was the person that was ringing Dolph up. And like I said...
And Dolph, so Dolph's back is turned to the window.
Back was turned to the window.
And they ring the cookies up. And as they ring, Dolph put his order in, they ring the cookies up. Is that when your people say they can see somebody running up to the window?
No, this is how this went. This is what she told me went down. He went to the counter. I'm gonna do it step by step because that's how she gave it to me.
Let's go.
I went up to that counter. She said, he said, y'all got any chocolate chip? And then a call came in. She said, I'm telling you, this is the same statement she gave the cops. Because she told me from beginning to the end. Call came in, because she was like, yeah, we got some chocolate chip. Got the call. All right, give me some of them joints. I'm finna take this call, ring me up. The person that seen those.
And he wasn't even there. You go on YouTube, you go all these little interviews and explaining what happened. Like for what? The trial, now remind y'all, the trial didn't even start when she was doing this shit. With the two shooters. But don't everybody want to know who hired the two shooters? Who was all involved with the two, who was all at the table? It wasn't just Govan and goddamn Big Jook. We all know that. I'll let y'all believe that shit if y'all want. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge on this video though, but we got this trial starting tomorrow. I just had to go back memory lane to let y'all know what's going on here. They was going to one direction, but end up going to another and called them at Makita's, at the cookie shop, McHugh's. How they know he was going there? And I'm gonna let y'all be the. Was he really going there to order some cookies or make a deposit before I get out of here? I'm gonna let y'all be the judge, man. On to the next video. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, keep that notification bell on so you know when these videos are dropping. It's your boy Smoke News TV, man. Rest in peace to young Dolph. Y'all already know, man. I'm up out of here. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. Salute, gang. I'm out of here, man.